Hello, my fellow recruits. Princess Arts Reminisce here, and we're gonna be playing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus again. Also, sorry if this looks weird of me being covered with a blanket. I don't want you guys to hear the fan because it's fucking hot here. Anyway, let's get into it. What? Load. Load. Come on. Okay, there it is. Price solutions. Come on. Oh, I just realized how much cat hair is on my computer. Ugh. Gross. Did it freeze? Root. Let's go into the game. Dun dun. Doki, Doki. Alright, let's load the game. Alright. Skirt. I mean, they're all technically wearing skirts. Bum bum. Anxiety is in my body. Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't think you saw it, but the cat jumped off my bed. Sorry. Pleasure, or sweet, pink, chocolate. They're selling chocolates. Silly. Tone. Oh no, they're star cape. I like stars. Memories. Papa. I love the music. They did such a great job. Kitty. Kiss, kiss, fall in love. I watched the anime, it's pretty good. Another day passes and it's time for club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Auntie-chan. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always a simple thing to do anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why is that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles around for the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fell out. Knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. It's not fair. How'd you even know? Simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option.
I give up. It made me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in a book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri, tell Artie-chan to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book.
Really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's the fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You're right, though. I did something bad, and I have to accept the revolution.
Retribution.
That!
Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Mine just screams internally. Like randomly it'll just be like, hey, fuck you, and then scream.
Don't let her fool you.
Don't let her fool you.
Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys that she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But I wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Oh, there's a sound effect! I forgot there was a sound effect on the last one.
Quack! Kah! Ow! What was... A cookie!
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? Is it because I prayed my restitution?
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears the wrapper open and takes a big bite.
So good.
Sayori suddenly clamps her hand over her mouth.
I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Oh, yours are really good too. Natsuki, can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms up around her.
Ah, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Not full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Ugh! Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either. It's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she's a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's not true. Excuse me?
Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Eh? Monica chose the club room over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What did you up anyways? Well, my last period was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica.
That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will.
Yay!
It sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't lay you down, Archie-chan. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love to get a chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
No,
not really. I suppose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished eating her cookie. Yuri is in the back of the book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. She slumped down in the nearest desk. Am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little so tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. Don't you have a book to return to, Natsuki? Come on! Or did you return it earlier that day? Well, I mean, I guess it would make sense if you returned it earlier that day if she walked in school.
We're probably gonna seem really lame to compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
Sayori turned into a microwave. It doesn't solve the problem, though.
What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come to the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? After all, and after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to her to see her delivering like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, I think... Do you think food was a trick?
What kind?
Well, I guess we could.
Cupcakes!
Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
You're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. It works out perfectly.
That wasn't why you suggested it?
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is then.
I'm hungry. You're always hungry!
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies an unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes.
Ah!
Open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does our school even have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You still need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud!
I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
Yeah, no, I know. I was looking out for me, Sayori.
That's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days in the past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out here and there. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. Also, more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe the stain with my fingers.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you, because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even have your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. I think you don't have a boyfriend yet.
That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. To see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was to think about how weird it is to have a friend who does this kind of things.
Just don't say it like that. It makes me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. That might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? Let's fully get the button near your chest. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
If you ever button it, you would have known sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
Just don't say that out loud! Anyway, you look much better now, so. I feel really strange Sarah's blazer button up like this. She also has her shirt buttoned up wrong.
Wait, it's so stuffy. Ugh. It's not worth it at all.
Sorry, Celia buttons her blazer once more.
Whew. That's so much better.
Sorry puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying it like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then I wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else could anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez.
Well, anyway, focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? So, maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori.
Aw, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's possible to tell you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Maka suddenly calls out. Why don't we I'll share poems we wrote now.
Yay! Archie-chan, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. I should have choose Sayori. She was so happy.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Archie-chan. I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem.
You're too honest sometimes, Sayori.
No, but really. I want to put this on my wall. Can I?
Sayori. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not good writing here at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe you're Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's Archie-chan's poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs Yoshida against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm not very good at figuring out poems are good or bad. But that's why I just always go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure if that's exactly how it works. Yeah, like, you ever just have, like, I have two friends I connect with on that level. Cyber Puppy and Supersonic Racer, which, by the way, subscribe to their YouTube channels, please. They're my best friends in the whole entire world. We've known each other since elementary, and, it's weird how you can just instantly know that it is them, even in, like, simple writings or just a simple drawing. It's like, yep, this is my dumbass best friend and I love them. And if those two are watching that, love you bitches! And again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Ugh. Why don't at least you try giving it some thought?
Aw, you ready to write something for me? So sweet.
You're right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both.
There's a word for that, right?
What's the word I'm looking for?
Somber?
Pretty sweet.
Oh.
Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes you have a little rain cloud in your head. And sad poem can help give your cat a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow.
Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Archie-chan. I should go write it down then. You can read my poem too now, okay?
Bottles. I pop off my scalp like a lid of a cookie jar. It's my secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside of my thumb and my forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle is a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them off the shelves, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting and pleading something, but all I hear is echo, echo, echo inside my head. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. Monica! And I've been trying to get in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good. So you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself in a way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. So I realize how getting excessive things sometimes before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion or how you makes it hard to be so pessimistic. Alright, let's try Monica next. Hi again, Artsy-chan. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy you're playing yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. You get my poem to Monica. Alright, I like this one. Makes it think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good things, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But there are some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like you two really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So, I think that's the kind of vibe I get off from reading your poems.
You sure you're not reading into this too much? You're sure not reading into the code, Monica?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Kiri. But in any case, Sayori's writing is kind of like a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with her emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, teach their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, do you want to read my poem now? I liked the way this turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. Save me, the colors, they won't stop. Bright and beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, and endless. Cocoa panini. Panini! With meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violet, grating wave frames. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Is that how people write cues sometimes? Odd. Line and constant tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. It seemed more abstract than the last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write.
I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing that I've never really seen done before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I write the lines really short makes me feel like they're trying to speak their own noise. I see. Still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. Monica! So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You'll never know. You might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thank you for listening. That seems a little different. Is that different? Let's go with Natsuki. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing than the last one. Then again, this one was as good as your last one. I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I want to try something a bit different this time. Fair enough. Ah, dang, I gave her the wrong voice. You're still new to this, so I won't expect to find your style right away. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Huh? You think so? Yeah, well, I guess you've been friends with her for long enough. You might be on the same wavelength. Wavelength? Wow. I'm stupid. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone Fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? That was a little unnecessary, sorry. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone like Fluffy spend much time with you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Oh, that's mean. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh, yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Each time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. Try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always hear her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends are liking spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she asks their hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Okay. I actually have it's unrelated, but I have a small headcanon where, in the Club Penguin, Skip and Jeff have a pet tarantula, and his name is Peter. Yeah. They just own a tarantula. I don't like spiders, but I wanted them to own a creepy pet for some reason. Well, I mean, not all spiders are creepy, they just freak me out sometimes.
Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone agree that a subject's poem is ignorant jerk. You know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks it doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it so it's easier to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure.
I don't have a weird hobby. I guess my guilty pleasure is chips. I mean, like, I like spicy chips. Like, like the spicy nacho Doritos and the, dang it, forgot, chili cheese Doritos, yes. Those are so good.
Something that you're afraid if people find out. They make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to the poem too.
That's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. And I want people to think it, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good poem tomorrow, so look forward to it.
Alright, Suzuri.
Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, IT-chan. Your skills are improving.
Really? Thanks, Yuri. It coming from you means a lot.
It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry too much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid of the little thing of being more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's very intimate.
I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
I have, an example if you'd like to read it.
Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught off by a scuttling raccoon outside my window. It was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies. As in... I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Oh, wandering. I think it was wandering or wandering. I don't know. Wandering human. I give the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The exciting beauty of my cutting knife is a symptom. My bread, a hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon indicates its phase. That affects me much more. Light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens as the raccoon friend. I lost my track. Slice of bread, fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions to the merely satisfied animal. The raccoon is taking the following to me. I can say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more frequently. The bread is always handing. Every day I brandish my cutting knife and the raccoon shows me excitement. A rush of blood, classic cutting. I slice the bread and feed myself again. I know what this is about, but have you guys ever seen baby raccoons? They're fucking adorable.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if myself, but I can begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's about closer to my preferred writing style. I use in poem as my canvas to express vivid imagery, conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, I take it as face value. I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. All sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them.
Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About something being ridiculed for a strange interest?
She did?
Yeah. She was talking about it, and it doesn't matter what you do as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right. I mean, did you really feel that way?
Yeah. Seems like you two have that in common.
That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I say that.
Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay.
Thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I probably would hate myself. I might be ranting a bit now. But I'm glad that you're a good listener.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something... sorry. Extra plans so everyone can sit down for the classroom.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of. I want to do something. Something we can put together anything in just a few days. We'll end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do last minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay?
We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sari had been working on posters and I designed some pamphlets we hand out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're even doing for the event.
Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing?
Monica.
Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance.
Each of us are going to choose their poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sari's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sari's been cuddling a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you?
Well, I did. You really think it's a bad idea?
Well, no. Not bad. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way that I'm going to be forming a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagining it, Sari shakes her head in fear.
Guys.
No, Sari, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's not like it's a lot for them to ask to recite their poems out loud while a room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. Sorry. Legs got a little cramped. I'm so sorry. But I think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. The more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And if those reasons weren't all as close today, don't you want to share with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And it only takes sitting from the classroom for 2 minutes reciting a poem. Then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess leave me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
Natsuki looks like he doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright.
Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glanced around at everyone and accepts her fate.
I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
The club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh. I'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice writing them in front of each other.
No way!
Monica, it's just too sudden.
Well, you can't just recite your poem in front of the club if you don't know. But you can do it in front of strangers.
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each of the lines she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes her recitation. 4 of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica.
Thank you so much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet and paper between her hands and sits up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the poem. This poem is called Yuri. She looks down at us.
You can do it, Yuri.
It's called After Image of the Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as starting to read the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened to Yuri because it's written in her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables and fierce, confident woman. The poem is filled with twists and a structure that indicates such perfect timing. It must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality and glances around her. She's bewildered from herself. Yuri, it's up to me to save the solution. I'm going to be the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we're so caught off guard that she must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds her poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'll go next then.
Sayori hops cheerfully out of her chair and walks to the podium.
This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori,
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come to best way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice is made for the perfect match. The poem is aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. The serene is bittersweet. If we weren't to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost has a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into something I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori!
Even Artie-chan liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other people's poems don't kind of work with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems that you write a sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work that well. Might be a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that's a challenge. That will challenge you a little more. We don't have much time for the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now who's next, Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Artie-chan. I'm only gonna compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Artie-chan lower everyone's standards before you have to do it.
Natsuki? It's fine. I might well get over with. Not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll have to go for what I wrote for today. Stand up and sit in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not as good as everyone else. Don't worry about that so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something you'll improve with over time, though. Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. I'll just leave you, Natsuki.
Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes way to the podium.
This poem is called, why are you looking at me?
Because you're presenting.
Anyway, this poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts writing her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. When she's still a little unenthused about her poem, the rhythm has a rhyme to it. Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. Words feel like they bounce up and down and giving it life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She has to go back to her seat. That wasn't bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Well, did you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of people would be easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would come the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so.
Well, I guess in that case, you wouldn't have much to worry about for the festival. That's it. I want to thank everyone for coming, though. It might be hard, but I hope all of you have an idea what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice in. I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine, too.
It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, so let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really well so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish playing tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait!
I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. Stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club. I'm President Monica. I have to do my best.
Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Look at you two going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. It makes a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, what's first then?
It's okay, Artie-chan. You don't have to say it.
Alright, let's go already. I'll come with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori has been a little quieter than usual when we go home. Hey, Sayori!
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to,
Sayori fumbles for words.
So let's just say that one day you were asked to walk you home.
Huh? What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You can't put me on spire. I'll walk home with you, Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
But she's beautiful and smart.
Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you seem like you really like going home together. I want to ruin that.
You're so silly, Artie-chan. But thank you for thinking so much about me sometimes.
Yuri would deserve it if she wanted to. Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird to have Sayori care for me so much. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what happened in that time? Alright. On that note, we will end it here. Let's just... Oh, we got more pictures! Pictures! Why is it so fucking... Alright, so it's the Bottles poem. I didn't realize the difference for Sayori. Oh, you have to tell her it's so fur. That's so cute, though. Aww. Okay, Monica is beautiful. I guess she's an angel. And she's a little cow. That's so cute.
It kind of looks like the cow plushie in her room. She's eating all the candy, and I know that's a magic girl. I don't know what she is, but I fucking love that outfit so much. It's just Halloween and it's so cute. I'm gonna set that as my wallpaper. Achievement unlocked. Error. What? Huh? Okay. We have another side story. Okay. With that, I will end here. And God damn it, let me quit. Alright, and with that, I will see you fellow crews in the next video. Bye bye!